Today is a Conor McGregor fight against Khabib. So we're gonna have some friends over. I'm gonna make a couple of pork butts, which is really easy. There's no way you can ruin it. So we're gonna be using, obviously, my charcoal Weber Summit. We're gonna throw some cherry wood. No, apple wood. This is apple wood. All right, now I'm gonna be using Kingsford lump briquettes. I'm gonna try these out, but I'm gonna mix them because since pork is really good with fruity wood, you know. So we're gonna use some cherry wood briquettes. Now these I've never used them, but I'm gonna mix them up with the lump and see what flavor it gives it. All right, so we're gonna use like about 10 to 12 briquettes. We're gonna light them up using Royal Oak fire starters. So these are awesome. You just grab one of these, and it's like, I don't know what it is. Let's see. It doesn't say what it is it? No idea, but it looks like it has some wax on it. And it's like hay? Something like that? Twine? Hay? Who knows? I really don't care as long as it lights my barbecue. So, let's go ahead and light it up and check out how fast it lights up. Ready? We'll light each side. There you go. Alright, so we have, let's see, how many pounds of pork? We have 16 pounds of pork we're going to make today. This is my least favorite part. I hate washing pork. It just, I don't know. I don't have the stomach for it. Well, I have some stomach, but we want to take away all that moisture from the butt. So we pat it dry. And this is pretty easy. So after we pat it dry, we're going to apply some sort of binder. You can use olive oil, you can use mustard. Mustard is a good one because it's cheap and it gives it no flavor. It does nothing to it. Let's go ahead and just, you don't even have to add a lot. It's just so the rub can stick on it. Alright, so what we're going to be using is Suckle Buster's Best in Texas rub, which is, I think it's called Hogwaller. It's right here. See? It's really good. It has a nice sweet taste. It has, let's see, let me read you the ingredients. So it has sea salt, sugar, brown sugar, chili peppers, spices, and silica, which is the preservative. Alright, so let's go ahead and add it generously. And you want, since it's a big piece of meat and it's gonna release a lot of moisture, you want to be generous with the rub. So go ahead and coat all of it. So the higher up you are, the more evenly it disperses the spices. So, alright, and just give it a good pat down. Don't rub it on, because then you'll rub off some of the spices. Just pat it down. Alright, now, I gotta keep one hand clean. So you gotta get in here, and go ahead and do the same thing. So make sure you have rub on every side. Let's see. Alright. Get the side of it. Oof. There we go. Now this side. Now this side. Alright, so usually what I do is I let it sit and soak up the spices, but since I'm recording right now, let's go ahead and turn it over. You can do that on your own time. If you have time, you let it soak up the spices and then turn it over after it's soaked it up. And just, you know, the rub isn't really going to penetrate this piece of the meat, but let's just go ahead and add some for the hell of it. Alright, so it looks good. So it looks good. And as you can see, I'm being very generous because it's going to soak it up. And once you shred it up, it's going to taste really good. So it's going to blend all those spices together. There you go. Charcoal's lit. Let's go ahead and pour it on one side. You want to pour the lit charcoal on one side. Alright. Put this down. So, let me move this. Whew. Alright, so the lit charcoal on one side and the unlit on the other. Alright? So go ahead and put a lot of charcoal. Let's go ahead and open this one up. Now, be generous with the charcoal too, because you can reuse it. I have a bag that was left over from my other cooks. I can reuse that. Let's go ahead and put some cherry briquettes on there. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of cherry. Alright. That should be enough for the whole cook. We'll see. Alright. So after those light, you know what, let's just scatter a few apple ones. Not a lot, but they're medium chunks. Well, small actually. So let's throw in small chunks. Alright. Now it's a waiting game. And as you can see, if you have one of these charcoal Weber Summits, my charcoal grate is all the way to the bottom. Now, if I'm going to be cooking steaks, I put it up here on these, and it'll sear the steak really nicely. Alright guys, we got a little bit of good smoke already. Ooh, not a little bit. We got a lot of good smoke, smelling good. Put the drip tray in there. We're using the minion method. Now, I actually put the deflector plate. We're going to use the most expensive drip tray you can ever buy. It's a Weber one. 3 of these for like $5. Cheap quality. Alright. Go to Costco. You can get 30 of them for $7. And as you can see, my deflector plate's all dirty and gross. I don't put meat on there. I really don't care if it's clean. You can start grease. Well, the fire can, or the grease can light on fire, but I don't worry about those things. And then let's add some water into the drip tray. You don't need anything else. Really, if you add beer, if you add juice, it's not going to do anything to your meat. So just add some water to maintain temp. All right. Let's go ahead and throw the butts in there. The grill's at about 225 right now. It's good to start smoking. Now, I love this barbecue. I love Weber products. I don't get paid by them or anything, but I have a million of their, no, actually, probably every one of their grills, except the ranch, kettle ranch or whatever. Anyway, I love this grill because you can set it and forget it, basically. It's just as good as a pellet grill. This will it'll keep temp for about 10 hours for you without even checking on it. So that's the reason I love it. I can just leave a brisket on there in the morning, go do my shopping, come back, and it's ready. So let's go ahead and throw it in there. You got that good clean smoke that smells really good. That's what you want. You don't want to throw the meat in there when there's white smoke, because that's the bitter smoke. It gives it a bitter flavor, a gross flavor that gives it gives me a stomach ache. You don't want that. You don't want that smoke. All right. So there's that one down here, and we're gonna put fat cap down. Fat cap down because just in case the heat jumps up, the fat cap will kind of protect the meat from getting burned, so the fat will burn. Alright, close it up. And that's it. With this Weber, I don't have to check it till about, I don't like to check the meat for about 3 hours. I let it build that bark, so I won't open the grill for about another 3 hours. Alright, let it build that bark. After that, I'll go ahead and start spritzing it with some probably apple cider vinegar, and we'll be good to go. Well, after about 3 hours, after I think the bark's nicely done, probably at 165, I'll go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll wait till it hits 205, and that's it. Easy peasy. I'm gonna go ahead and go have a bagel. You guys there? I'm gonna go ahead and go have a bagel. Finish my coffee. Finish my coffee. And we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, what up guys? We're back. We're gonna check on the meat now. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz it. It's about hour 3, I think. Not sure, but it's been holding temp just under 250. Alright, so what we have here, I didn't have apple juice, so I had to throw a little concoction together, but I blended up some apples. I put a little bit of water when I blended them, and I mixed a little vinegar in this, so sort of like apple cider. Not really, but it's apples and vinegar. Now we're gonna go ahead and check on that bark. I haven't opened it, I haven't touched it. Now I didn't use much wood, as you guys saw, because I'm using the cherry briquettes. So let's see how the bark's turning out with the cherry briquettes. Sorry, as I move my, let's see, pardon me. Okay, let's check it out. Ooh, man, that's looking beautiful. Now, it looks like I need to spritz this one. This one still has a lot of moisture, so I don't think they're ready to be wrapped yet. I'm gonna just judge it on bark, but let me spritz this one. So, like I said, I don't open it. Until it builds a good bark. As you can see, the bark was already building. Now, I'm gonna spritz it every 15 minutes for an hour. Let's check on the butts too. Let's see how they're doing. Ooh, it's a nice color they have. I think I'm going to spritz them one more time, leave them for another 15 minutes, and I'll go ahead and wrap them. Alright guys, so I made a big mistake. I forgot to turn on my microphone, so I was explaining everything while it was silent. So what happened here is I was happy with the bark. I wrapped them up, wrapped the butts up. I was happy with the bark, everything went good, so I double wrapped them with foil. The folds I put up because I don't want everything to leak down when I carry it out. So the folds are up. Now we're gonna leave them till they get to 205. I haven't measured the temp. I have to go out in a bit, so I'm gonna measure the temp before I leave, just to be safe and make sure that it's not close to 205, because I don't want it to go, you know, over that. But if it does, it's okay. It's pork. You can't ruin it. It's a pork butt. So yeah, we're gonna leave it 205 and then we'll pull it off. Stay tuned. Alright, so I just hopped out of the shower. I'm gonna check the temp on the meat. The barbecue jumped up to like about 280. I went ahead and closed a little bit of the exhaust vent and the intake vent to lower it. I think most of the charcoal's already lit, so that's why it jumped up. But let's go ahead and check the temp. So just poke through here. All right, so it's at 163. So let's see, that's that one. Go ahead and check this one. $162. Okay, so I wrapped them a little early, but it's not a problem. We're gonna leave them to like about 205, so that means there's about 45 degrees left, which gives me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to be out and about. All right, so I just got home, and I'm gonna go check on the grill. Let's see. Usually I can trust this grill and leave it a few hours. What's the temp? And there you go. So it's around 250. Let's go ahead and check the temp on the pork butts. Let's see it. All right. So I open it up. Ooh, feels tender already. Let's see, what does it read? Oh, they're ready. They're ready. This one's ready. 203. Just in time. Let's go ahead and poke this one. Oh, tender. Ooh, that one's 209, 210. That one's a little over, but it's okay because we're going to shred it up. All right, we're going to take them off. We're going to put them in a cooler. And after that, they'll be ready to eat. So let's go put them in the Yeti. Alright guys, right now we're shredding up the meat. And it's really tender. It's falling apart. And we're going to make some pulled pork sandwiches. Now I wrapped it up and put it in a cooler just to keep it warm. And it's actually hot. I put it in one of my coolers, and it was in there for about 2 hours, and it's still extremely hot. Alright, we're going to make some tacos, some pulled pork sandwiches, throw some barbecue in there, and shred it up, and it's good to go. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.